Hi, thanks for pressing play today. If you like content that goes beyond grammar and helps you grow in your English and in your life, take a moment to subscribe to the channel. It is a simple click, but it really helps this project stay alive and reach more people who need this kind of message. Today's topic is a little heavier, but also very necessary. Do not cry for yesterday. Let go of the past. Move on. You probably have a yesterday that still talks to you, a moment you replay in your head, something you said, something you did, something you did not do, a relationship that ended badly, an opportunity you lost, a mistake you feel ashamed of. You move forward with your life, but that scene walks behind you like a shadow, sometimes quietly, sometimes loudly. You might be washing the dishes, driving, trying to sleep, and suddenly your mind throws the movie on the screen again. You feel the same shame, the same anger, the same sadness. You think, why did I do that? Why did I not do more? Why was I like that? Part of you wants to move on, but another part is still living in that yesterday. And maybe you are doing this with your English too. You remember the time you tried to speak and froze, the time someone laughed, the time you made a mistake and felt stupid. Maybe it was 10 years ago, but your nervous system still reacts as if it was yesterday. So today, let us talk honestly but gently about the past, about why we hold on to old stories and how we can begin to loosen their grip so we can live today with more freedom. I am not going to say, just forget it, just move on. That never works. If it was that easy, you would have done it already. Instead, we are going to explore what letting go really means and what it does not mean. Because many people refuse to let go for a very intelligent reason. They are afraid that letting go means saying, it did not matter. It was nothing. It did not hurt. And that is not true. Letting go is not denial. Letting go is not erasing the past. Letting go is changing your relationship with the past. The event still happened, but it stops being the place where you live every day. Let us start with something we often forget. Your past self did not have today's information. It is very easy to look at old versions of you from the perspective of who you are now. You look back with more experience, more knowledge, more emotional tools, and you judge that old you as if they should have known what you know today. But they could not. They only had what they had in that moment. Their age, their fears, their level of English, their understanding of the world. If you were to go back to that exact moment with the same age, the same knowledge, the same emotional level, you would probably do the same thing. This is uncomfortable, but also liberating, because the past you was not trying to ruin your life. They were trying to survive, to be loved, to avoid pain, to do their best with limited tools. You may say, but my best was terrible. Maybe. But if you knew how to do better back then, you would have. We do not hold back our best on purpose in difficult situations. We simply reach the limit of what we can see at the time. Understanding this is not an excuse. It is context. Without context, you only have blame. With context, you can add compassion. Now let us talk about why some memories do not leave. There are many reasons, but here are three that matter for our conversation. First, unfinished emotions. Something happened. You felt a big emotion, but there was no space to feel it fully. Maybe you had to be strong. Maybe no one was there to listen. Maybe you did not even have words for what you felt. So your mind keeps returning to the memory, trying again and again to process it, like a computer trying to complete a file. Second, unanswered questions. Why did this happen? Why did they treat me like that? Why did I allow it? What is wrong with me? Your mind hates open questions, so it keeps chewing them. Sometimes it even creates answers that hurt you. It happened because I am not enough, because I am stupid, because I always fail. These answers are not truth. They are attempts to organize chaos. Third, identity. Sometimes we attach our identity to a story. The one who failed. The one who wasted time. The one who does not finish things. The one who is bad at English. If you let go of that story, who are you? There is a strange comfort in being the person who suffered or the person who failed. It is painful, but familiar. Letting go means stepping into an unknown identity. I am allowed to be someone else now. That is scary. So we stay with the old story. Now, how does this connect with English? Let us be specific. Maybe you had a very bad experience with English in school. A teacher who made fun of you, classmates who laughed, parents who shouted when you got a bad grade. Or maybe you went to another country, someone spoke fast, you understood nothing, and you felt small, stupid, lost. That day ended, but inside, it did not. Your body still remembers. So every time you open your mouth to speak English, your nervous system remembers the danger. Careful. This is where we were hurt. Better to stay quiet. Better to avoid. You think you are just shy, but actually you are protecting yourself from yesterday. So, what does it mean to let go of the past in a practical way? Let us call this part, do not cry for yesterday. A gentler way to move on. The first step is to accept that the past already happened. This sounds obvious, but many of us live as if our thoughts could change what happened. We replay the moment, changing our words, changing our actions. We imagine what we should have done. And for a moment, it feels like we are fixing it. But when we return to reality, nothing changed. The event is still the same. The only thing that has changed is our present energy level. We are more tired. A helpful sentence you can repeat is, I cannot change what happened. I can only change what I do with what happened. The second step is to allow some of the emotion to be felt, here, in the present, in a controlled way. This is delicate. If your past includes very heavy trauma, sometimes you need professional help to do this safely. But for many memories, you can begin gently. When a past scene appears, instead of pushing it away immediately or attacking yourself, you can pause for a moment. Notice what you feel in your body. Is it tightness in your chest? A knot in your stomach? Heat in your face? You can put a hand on that area and breathe. You can say, yes, that was painful. Of course I feel something. You are not romanticizing the past. You are simply letting your body recognize that it was hard. Sometimes, a few honest tears today are healthier than a lifetime of pretending you are over it. The third step is to update the story, not the facts. The story. Facts. I made a mistake in English. People laughed. Story. This means I am stupid. I should never open my mouth again. We cannot adapt the facts, but the story around them is flexible. You can ask, what else could this mean if I am not the worst person in the world? Maybe. I was trying to communicate in a second language. That is brave. They laughed. It hurt. But I survived. The fact that I made a mistake means I was doing something, not hiding. Updating the story does not mean lying. It means seeing more of the truth. Because the truth is not only your failure. The truth also includes your courage, your intention, your growth since then. The fourth step is to separate regret from punishment. Regret is a healthy feeling. It says, if I could go back, I would do it differently. I care about how I act. I want to grow. Punishment is when you use the past as a weapon against yourself. You repeat, you do not deserve to be happy. You do not deserve to speak. You do not deserve to try again. Regret asks, how can I grow from this? Punishment says, you are this. Forever. Letting go does not mean you stop feeling regret. It means you stop using regret to justify self-cruelty. A healthy sentence is, I regret what happened, and because of that, I choose to live differently now, not to torture myself forever. The fifth step is to bring the learning into today. If the past only brings pain, it feels useless. If the past also brings wisdom, it can be integrated. Ask yourself, because of what I lived, what do I understand better now? Maybe, I know how it feels to be afraid of speaking, so I will be kinder to other learners. I know that avoiding things only creates more pain later. So today, I will take one small step, even if I am afraid. I know that I need people who support me, not people who constantly put me down. Suddenly, that old event is not only a source of shame, it is also a teacher. You do not need to love what happened, but you can refuse to waste the wisdom it gave you. The sixth step is to give today a chance. Sometimes we are so busy defending ourselves from yesterday that we do not see the opportunities of today. You might think, if I speak English, they will laugh like before. But these are different people, a different context, a different you. Yes, something similar could happen, but something better could also happen. You will only discover in reality, not in your imagination. So, a practical experiment. Choose one small action that old you would never have done, and let today's you do it. Send a message in English. Ask a question in English. Record yourself speaking for 2 minutes. After the action, notice, what really happened? Was it as bad as the memory told me? Most of the time, it will not be. Your brain needs new experiences to balance old memories. If you never act, the old memory remains the only reference. The seventh step is to practice self-forgiveness. Forgiveness is not saying, it was fine. Forgiveness is saying, it was not fine, but I do not want to punish myself forever. I choose to relate to this event in a different way. Sometimes it helps to write a letter from your present self to your past self. You can write, at that time you were confused, you were tired, you were scared. You made choices I do not like, but I understand why you made them. Because of you, I am here now, trying to live more honestly. I will not throw you away, but I will also not let you drive my life anymore. You never need to show this letter to anyone. The act of writing it is a way to move energy inside you. Now, I want to connect this directly with your English, because the past steals a lot of English dreams. Maybe you say, I started too late. I wasted years. I should be fluent by now. It is my fault that I'm still at this level. Maybe some of this is fact. Yes, you avoided. Yes, you gave up many times. But here is the uncomfortable, hopeful truth. Your past effort or lack of effort does not control what you can do today. The only thing that controls today is what you do today. You can spend the next year repeating, I should already speak, and arrive at the end of the year in the same place. Or you can say, it is sad that I am not where I wanted to be, but I refuse to waste another year crying about it. Today, I will give English 20 honest minutes. If you repeat this, most days for months, your future self will be grateful, not for your perfect past, but for your imperfect, brave present. Do not cry for yesterday. Cry if you need, for a moment, for the time lost, for the chances missed, and then wipe your face and look at your day. Ask, what is one thing I can do now with the person I am today, with the tools I have today, that honors the life I still have? It might be speaking a little English, even if you are afraid. It might be sending a message you have delayed. It might be choosing a new environment that supports your growth. Yesterday has had a lot of power over you. It shaped you, but it does not have to own you. You are not only the person who made those mistakes. You are also the person who can learn from them. When this video ends, you do not need to fix your whole past. You only need to decide that your past will not be the reason you abandon your present. Let yesterday be a page, not the whole book. The next page is still blank, and your hand is still here.